Hey folks, how are you? It's your boy here with another video. In this one, I'll be discussing where I think Tesla is headed tomorrow and in the coming days. I'm taking this action because I know that people are aware that Tesla is an investment that should not be made in the short term. However, I've received countless DMs from individuals requesting me to participate in these videos. I'm just going to talk about where I think it's going to go tomorrow, the near future, and the future as a whole in these videos, folks. However, the only reason I'm doing this for fun is because people have asked me to. Additionally, we share the majority's opinion that Tesla has enormous potential and that we are long-term bulls. I will thus be performing a brief technical analysis. I'll go over the most important changes, current events, and future plans for Tesla, and I have two brief things to mention before I get started, guys. Start with, I'm not a tax professional, financial advisor, or legal expert. My only motivation for doing this is amusement. Therefore, do not consider this to be financial, tax, or legal advice. In addition, folks, if you want to see more films like this, please hit the like button. It lets individuals come together, learn more about Tesla and the most recent improvements, and benefits not just myself but the entire community. Many things nowadays are not well informed for those who do not know. Alright folks, enough about that. Now let's go into the technical analysis. Okay, so the 6-month chart shows that Tesla was trading about $800. If you go back any farther, I think it actually reached the $900, but it was in the $800 around half a year ago. And then there was the March incident, the electric vehicle collision, which was mostly caused by a shortage of chips. Tesla's share price dropped as low as $539, but it made a significant comeback to the $700 before plunging once more. It has essentially been oscillating between these extremely high and low positions, and a great deal of volatility has occurred, which really makes it less favorable in the viewpoint of institutional investors. And it did decline in tandem with the SP 500 as a result of a number of factors, including rising interest rates and the clear fact that bond returns were becoming more alluring to large institutional investors. However, I would want to point out that since May, Tesla has generally been trending upward, which has increased my level of optimism for the near future. It started at $545 and is now worth dollars. Even though it's currently at that price and may have even dropped slightly today, overall the company is still performing very well. It's crucial, in my opinion, to remember this and not limit your perspective to Tesla's daily activities. It is clear that we are in this for the long haul. Just take a look at that enormous rise when you plot it over a 5-year period. However, if you consider Tesla's performance over the last several days, it's actually still performing rather well. It was not a period of regrouping. This is where it is going to close, and this was the runner from today. Guys, Tesla is still going great, and I have a lot of optimism for the future. However, before I discuss my pricing forecast, let me go over some crucial information. Examine the monthly sales statistics then. Okay, have a look at these figures for 2021, but let's take a look at 2020 first, then at them. Consequently, 2020 should have been a difficult year, yet Tesla did reasonably well in that year. Their sales volume was a little bit modest at first, but take a look at their stats towards the middle and end. They began making over 43,000 and then over 47,000 sales by the third quarter of 2020, and all in all, I would still argue that it was a respectable year. I won't say it was a terrible year, but when you compare it to this year, there was a significant lack of chips, and the consequences of last year's events are starting to manifest. And since I obviously can't reveal what happened, for the sake of many, including the YouTube algorithm, will just refer to it as the epidemic. However, 2021 shows that it has been somewhat down this year, so I'm not really concerned about it. I will state the unpleasant but true fact: these EV companies have found it to be really difficult. Not only has Tesla been struggling, but other businesses like Bong and Rivian have also been struggling greatly with the ongoing developments. Now, examining their market share, yearly shares, and pardon my pun, annual sales, they have been steadily increasing with the exception of 2019, when they decreased by 1.21%. However, they went on to rise by more than 50.11% after that. It looks that this trend is expected to continue, however, somewhat through 2021, though I can't draw any definite conclusions just yet because it's not entirely proven. However, all things considered, it has been performing fairly well, as seen by the increase in market share and the stunning appearance of Tesla. And I do think that in the next years, its market capitalization will transcend not just $1 trillion, but even multi-trillions. Thus, based on what's happening on the street, it may be inferred that Tesla stocks have surpassed 700 for the first time in 3 months. That is completely crazy because, well, it just goes to show that Tesla is progressing, getting better, and doing really well. As you can see, there has been some amusement recently. Tesla has apologized for the delays in releasing the updated Model S. Elon once said that there are currently a lot of delays and that they would need to boost Model S sales before the Cybertruck is released. And according to this article, the primary cause is what transpired the previous year. And while I do believe that had a significant impact on the situation, there are other factors at play, like as the US-China relationship and the lack of chips, which contributed significantly to the burns in Japan. That obviously had a significant impact. Some people have found it quite frustrating, but there are still a ton of amazing things to come, I promise you guys. This is just another piece, therefore it's clear that the mainstream media frequently expresses negative opinions. Positive and negative opinions frequently coexist, with the former being slightly more prevalent. With regard to Tesla. Actually, I've seen that a lot of things from last year, particularly with regard to shorts, have something to do with it. I won't go into great depth about it, but it's crucial that people understand that it's not always the best source of information to learn about every aspect of Tesla from the mainstream media. However, another setback, so they say, is that Elon Musk's Tesla has postponed the much-anticipated Cybertruck until 2022. Why? Indeed, it is regrettable to inform you that there will be a delay for the Cybertruck. And despite the ongoing delay, Tesla is, in my opinion, still performing well. Numerous factors, including the virus that struck last year, the significant changes that transpired, the unanticipated hit these EV stocks experienced owing to the chip shortage and failures, and the decreased sales they've had this year as a result, are all contributing factors to this. And according to Elon, that has also had an impact on the Model S, its revenue and sales, which has an impact on Cybertruck. I'm not really upset or depressed about this then. It's been an extremely difficult year, and both the stock price and the market capitalization of Tesla could have ended up much different from where they did. But since the future is still incredibly bright, there's no reason to be depressed or fearful of it. This brings me to my final topic of discussion. August 19th will be Tesla's AI Day. We need to talk about this because, well, Tesla will go over a lot of its breakthroughs and the latest updates it has made to its AI and autonomous driving technologies. It's going to be quite interesting because, in addition to a ton of safety features, they might reveal new updates for their autopilot and fully autonomous driving technologies. I'm aware that the mainstream media has criticized them for that, but all in all, I believe things will turn out quite well. What impact will that have on the stock price now? Days like this usually don't have the best or biggest outlook because a lot of expectations are set, and sometimes those expectations aren't satisfied, and when it comes to it, there might not be a big build-up. I believe that it might even approach the 720s or higher in the lead up to that, and it might actually drop quite low after that, perhaps because the 700 range, in my opinion, has such strong resistance, it might drop shortly after. However, since Tesla has always recovered from significant crashes, it's not definitely the end. Despite the different time frame, I believe that Tesla is still an extremely wise purchase all around. When compared to where it will be in the future, the price will still seem low even now. Furthermore, I believe that a large number of stockholders share this conviction. In response to inquiries, I will provide my stock price prediction for tomorrow. I believe Tesla will remain quite stable, much like it did today. I predict that it will hover around 715 tomorrow, possibly even a little bit closer. After that, it will begin to stabilize once more in the 710 region. Additionally, I do see it rising significantly the next week due to the excitement surrounding AI Day. Additionally, I believe that there will be a slight decline following AI Day, but overall, I want to see Tesla's stock reach above $900 before the end of the year. I'm still quite bullish, but that's assuming there isn't a significant market correction, which is very possible given the amount of uncertainty that exists at the moment, especially with the new tax laws and other developments. It is inevitable that that will have an impact. But as I've already stated, folks, I remain really optimistic. I believe that tomorrow will be a stagnant day as well, but I remain optimistic until AI Day. Although I do believe there will be a minor fall, I still believe Tesla will continue on its current positive trajectory and continue to look fantastic. I would want to express my gratitude to all of you for listening, and I sincerely hope that you will enjoy and subscribe to the video. It is important to note that there is no financial or tax advice in this video. I want to thank everyone again for listening, and I'll talk to you on the next one.